Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go! What? 90!
Back to throw. Morse. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 3rd down, Morse. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He gets away from one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rice. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Miles Jack. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Rice. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They pitch it to Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down. Morse. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. C.J. Mosley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Steelers off. Offense gets ready to get back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rice. He finds Coleman. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. And you give him that much time to throw, especially on 3rd down, he's going to pick you apart.
You've got to increase your urgency. Even if you don't blitz or bring extra people on the pass rush, the guys going after him, they've got to get home. Otherwise, exactly as you described, he picks you apart and picks up yet another first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rice. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Rice. He completes it to Bryant. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two, you got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And they'll run it here. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round! Everyone's got four down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And they'll go on the ground. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Switch!
Operating from the gun. Rice. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Morse going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
57 Mike! 57 Mike! Hey, man. Watch the move.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Fighting him off. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Rice. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rice. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rice. But it's brought in by Washington. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play action. Rice. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Darren Lee. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Rice. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Morse. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Off the play fake. Morse. He juked him, and now running right through it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Ohio!
Back to throw. Morse. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now they try the right side here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on third down, Rice. Now he steps away. Now on the run, he'll throw it, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ty Montgomery from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. Morse. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Morse over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well,
he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Equanimous St. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st and 10, Rice trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Rice. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And again, it's Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Looking to throw. Morse. He's got Evans. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morse over the middle to Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 1st down, Morse Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Morse. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Rice. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rice. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again. Rice. Flush. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rice. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Morse got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
To throw on 2nd down. Morse. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
A toss play to Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morse. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down. Morse drops it off for Chubb, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.